Hi, I'm Kim Degler, and I am one of Jana's directors. And I'm coming to you today to be day 18 of Lead to Lead. Today, we're going to talk about creative ways to get your name out there and to generate sales from that. So, I have a few things that I want to share with you. Just things that I've tried or things that I plan to try. But just different ways to try to get our name out there because that's the most important thing. One of the most important things in our business is just so when someone says Cincy, their first thought is, I know that girl. You want to be the girl because that's how you're going to get your sales. So please excuse my dog that will walk back and forth here because that's what he does. I hope that you're having a fabulous second day of fall. Actually, it'll be the third day by the time y'all watch this. In Texas, it is 97 degrees right now. So we're not officially in fall yet. I mean, we're officially, but we are not temperature-wise in fall. We just call this the second part of summer. So I hope that it's cool where y'all are at. So one of the ways when Jana asked me to do this training video, one of the things that I had thought originally about is to it on Facebook, if you're in different groups, as far as like maybe you have a Peloton, and so you join a Peloton group, like a group, or maybe you have a favorite TV show. For me, I love a show called The Blacklist. I love This Is Us. I love a show called Yellowstone. So all of those shows, I go on Facebook and I find a group that you have to request to be in the group. And then what the plan would be is for you to then because they always have different commentary going on throughout the show or the week before the show. There's always posts going on. So if you're commenting on those posts and not interacting saying I sell Cincy, I would love for you to be my customer, but interacting in, can you believe what happened last week? I really didn't think that X, Y, and Z. Commenting, posting, commentating back and forth with people nicely, it will get them to click your name to see who you are. So if they click your name and it goes to view your page and it says right away you're a Cincy consultant, that's in their head. Maybe they need it. Maybe they're looking for a Cincy consultant. You never know. So if you have that on your Facebook page and you're adding yourself to groups, not to be spammy, but to honestly just join in the conversation about your favorite shows. I think it's a fantastic way to get your name out there. Now, I will say I'm in tons of groups about my favorite shows. I will comment. I've not commented back and forth with someone yet, but that is my plan this year during the new TV season with the new shows coming out, is to comment more so that the more that they see my name, the more that they want to click it. There are certain people that are on there that I see their name all the time. I know who they are because I've gone to their page and checked them out. So it's that easy. So that's one way to try to get your name out, maybe outside your area of where you're at. Personally, we live in a small town. So, and there's several consultants here on our team. So the goal would be to get outside of this area. And that's a great way because those Facebook groups are just everywhere. And it doesn't have to be a TV show. It could be, like I said, Peloton. Maybe you love labs. Maybe you love Jeeps. Anything. Just join those groups and start commenting. And don't be spammy. And don't get on there and say, I would love to show you my new brochure, because they don't want that. They're going to kick you out of their group. You just have to comment on what they're talking about. Another creative way that I think to get your name out there as far as I'm a Cincy consultant without saying, hey, I'm a Cincy consultant, is, y'all, we get boxes in every order. We have huge boxes that are fantastic boxes to for people that are moving or packing or organizing anything. People are constantly posting on the buy sell trade pages of, I'm looking for boxes. We have boxes. We have the paper that goes inside the boxes so they can wrap their goodies up. And we also have the cold packs that they send our bars in when it's the warmer months, like right now. So you could either comment on their post, or you could make your own post that says, I have a lot of boxes. Is anyone needing any for any, if you're moving or anything like that? Or show your cold packs and your thermal bags that you get your Scentsy wax in, and say what it is, and tell them, does anybody need any of this? It's great for blah, blah, blah. And then once you meet them to hand them over the boxes, you can also say, I'm a Scentsy consultant, because they're going to know, because the box says Scentsy. You can hand them a catalog, maybe a scent circle, and say, just in case you ever thought you might need some Scentsy, here's that catalog. I would love for you to look through this. I would love to be a consultant if you don't have your consultant, if you don't have one. So that's just real. It's not spammy, because I'm all about not being spammy. No one wants to read your constant spam of I'm a Scentsy consultant. You have to be creative. Also, something that Jana just talked about is branding yourself, the shirts, the hoodies, the caps, all of it. Today, I went to Wichita today, which is a city, and we're in a town, and it's the city. So I had to go to the city to get my hair done today. I wore my Scentsy Family Reunion shirt. And then I also took some bags that I had made up when Jana had asked for the bags that we put samples in and all that. So I took those with me, because the idea was, I had an eye doctor appointment. I was going to, when I check out, when I get my wallet. Now, this is far-fetched, but you never know. When I went to get my wallet out and I had one of these bags in my purse, I'm going to need to pull that out first and get my wallet out. So I pull this out and I set it on the counter right where the lady can see it. Now, I should have said, do you have a Scentsy consultant? But sometimes I freeze up. So I just sat it there in hopes that maybe she would look and go, oh, do you sell Scentsy? She didn't, but it is a creative way, and it is a reminder for you to say, I sell Scentsy, and here is a catalog with some samples. I would love for y'all to take this in your office and pass it around. But sometimes you chicken out, and today I did that. But it did sit on the counter, so there is that. So just things like that, just like Jana said, always make sure you're branded. You never know. One of my consultants has actually, she had the decal on the back of her car and was at Sonic and got a huge order from the lady next to her just because she saw that she sold Scentsy. So you don't know. Another great way to get your name out there and be creative is to go to different businesses in your town and ask, maybe like a clothing boutique or something like that. Not like a grocery store, but even maybe some of the, like around here, we're having a lot of the little pop-up, not really pop-ups, but like the nutrition supplement shops, not like supplements, but one particular company opens these nutrition shops and sells shakes and teas. Even places like that, you could ask, hey, I wondered if I could bring one of my warmers up and I would change the wax for you, or I would bring you wax every other week or so. And then next to the warmer, I could have a couple of catalogs, my cards out, and you could just have it there. So that way, it's a small business. When people come in, they're going to smell, and they're going to be standing close somewhere in the vicinity of where your warmer is. And they're going to, while they're waiting, pick up your catalog and be looking, turn to the back, see who you are. They may take your catalog. They may take a picture of the information on the back of your catalog. But it's not you right in their face saying, here's a catalog. It's something that's sitting. It smells very nice. And it's just a way to get your name out there. Also, you can ask different offices, doctor's offices, dentist offices, eye doctor offices, dentist offices, if you can put your catalogs out on their table, because they always have the magazines that everyone is touching, so that you could set that there, and people are going to, again, have your card, have the back. It's going to show who you are, you know, all this. They may take it with them. They may take a picture of it. I have done that in the past with different companies. I was actually one time getting my hair done, and there was another company catalog on her station. I picked it up. I took about 5 pictures of things that were in there that I wanted. Took a picture of the name on the back of it, and I texted her my order that night. You're sitting there anyway. People are sitting in doctor's offices waiting, dentist offices waiting. So give them something to look at besides Better Homes and Gardens and Good Housekeeping. And then another way is if you're delivering an order, this is something that's a big deal. And they say, oh, can you just drop it off at my, or they say, can you bring it to my job? And you think, oh, I don't really want to go there. Can I just take it by your house and drop it off? Sure, that's fine. Okay, so if you drop it off at their house, you're going to leave it at their house, and the only people that are going to see it is them. If they work in a hospital, a clinic, a school, any of those places where there are lots of ladies, and you take in a package that is, like Jana has said a couple of days ago, packaged very pretty and neatly with catalogs in it and free samples, and it looks like a present, and you walk in with that, everybody's going to be like this. What'd you get? Oh, well, she brought me my Scentsy. Oh, what'd you get? Open it up. And they want to look at it. And then the catalog's in there. And then they're going to look at that. That's going to get your name out to all of the people that come by that day and see everything that she got. As opposed to dropping it off at her house, and the only people that see that are the ones in her family, because the odds of her posting about it is slim to none, because people are busy. But all of the people at work just got to see everything that she got. And that is then going to, in turn, they're going to be like, well, I really love that fragrance flower that she had gotten. I wonder what that's going to look like when it's put together. I think I might want one of those. I'm going to call that girl. So you just don't know who you're going to come in contact with by taking those orders to their workplace. Another one that I had one of my downline share with me is about the candle aisle at Target or the candles at Bath and Body Works. Just be there smelling them so that you know, honestly, you need to be smelling those candles so we know when they say, what do you have that smells close to whatever from Bath and Body Works? Then you can say, oh, I've smelled that before, and I think that smells a lot like pumpkin cinnamon roll. I think that's actually pumpkin cinnamon swirl. Anyway, you would know. But if you're there smelling them, and the lady next to you is smelling candles too, and she's like, oh my gosh, this smells so good, you know, blah, blah, blah. And you can start a conversation with her. And at some point in that conversation, you're not going to be nervous or shy. And you're going to say, well, I sell Scentsy, and I love the smells that Bath and Body Works have. So sometimes I just come to smell them so that I can then decide how that correlates with our smells, so that when people ask me, I can tell them, because I really don't like having candles burning in my home because I don't think they're safe. And I love to have Scentsy because it is safe. There's no flame, there's no soot, you know, all of those things. And then you can hand them a card, a magnet, a catalog, a brochure, whatever you have. My frontline that had told me about that said that she has actually gotten sales at Target from doing that exact same thing. Someone that had never heard of Scentsy before. How's that happen? But it does. And was very interested in the no flame. She really liked that idea. Also, just a couple of more things to throw out there. Going to the post office to mail all your happy mail, or mail off if you're sending off brochures, or, you know, whatever you might be sending. Always make sure when you go, you have a catalog in your car, because at our post office, everyone there knows I sell Scentsy. It is a small town. I've actually picked up 2 customers from our post office just from them saying, oh, did the new catalog come out? Do you have an extra? I sure do. Let me go get you one. I also carry bulbs in my car, so I can also take, because I know that they're Scentsy users. everywhere you go, there are Scentsy users, but I know that the post office people use Scentsy. And I can also take them a catalog and a thing of bulbs and say, in case you need, because if you take them something, maybe I don't have my samples with me because it's hot here in Texas and things melt and I don't always have felt samples. But if I'm going to give them a couple of bulbs, they're going to say, oh, wow, she gave me a couple of bulbs. I'm really going to, So that has turned into two very good customers for me, just through the post office. So you just don't know. People are everywhere and people are looking to always buy. If you look on Facebook or Instagram, especially this time of year with fall right now, everybody's wanting to post about their fantastic candle that they just bought somewhere so that their house is going to smell like fall. Get those people to be posting about how fantastic the new scent was first day of fall that we had, and just find those leads. So today's homework is going to be share what do you do to generate new sales to get your name out there to find new customers. So what actions do you do so that you can find those people and that those people can then find you? Post about it in the comments so that everybody can get different ideas from everyone. The more we share, the more you share, the more you know. So the more we share with each other and the more ideas that we get, the more customers that we're going to bring into us just by everyone sharing. So I hope that some of those ideas have been eye-opening to you and something that you might want to try. And if you do, comment about that too, something that you're going to try that I shared with you today. I wish you all the best, and I think that you're doing fantastic in Leap to Lead.